Sup 500 IQ squad, today we have more information regarding next gen consoles, and yesterday we had information about it coming from Activision, but when they mentioned that they are working on a new Call of Duty that will be made on next gen platforms, a lot of people were kind of going ahead and saying maybe this is misunderstanding. What if they are trying to say that this game will be on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X? And I don't doubt it. Yes, it's gonna be on those consoles as well, but when they say next-gen platforms, they really mean to say next-gen platform, because recently we have another gaming studio that came out and they are working on a new game, and they are saying that when they say PS4 or next-gen platforms, they do not mean to say PS4 Pro nor Xbox One X, because those are current gen consoles, because obviously they came out like in 2016, I believe that's when PS4 Pro came out, and Xbox One X came out in 2017. So according to that, those are current gen, aka old gen consoles. But yesterday we had this information, and I will just skim through it real quick, because this kind of tells us when these new consoles will come out. This kind of gives us the time frame, and we also have another studio and another article that I will get into in just a little bit, and their word definitely pushes more credibility towards everything that's been happening recently. But keep in mind that this picture that I got up on the screen is coming from Activision themselves. They posted this over on their official website in terms of like a job listing. I mean, this is a job listing where they say that they are trying to look for someone who can collaborate with scripters, sound designers, writers, and directors to implement voiceover performances in-game across a wide variety of player experiences, from combat to set pieces. And their tagline is the following: come work with the game industry's brightest on a new, exciting, unannounced title for multiple next-gen platforms. And obviously that kind of tells us that it's gonna be made for next-gen platforms. Now, some people would argue that no, Skizzle, they're talking about Xbox X, PS4 Pro, but hey, let me tell you, they are not. But real quick, just want to dive into the time frame. Now, I seriously believe that PS4, or the new PS5 or Xbox 2, they're going to release in early 2020, maybe even mid 2020, and here's why. This new Call of Duty is gonna come out in the future, so it's gonna be Call of Duty 2019, aka Modern Warfare 4. So Modern Warfare 4 will come out in 2019, and obviously it's gonna be around December, November, or October time, most likely October or November, right? So that's kind of like late 2019. Now, they're obviously gonna push this game on the current gen consoles, but also on the next gen platforms. And for that to make sense, a new PlayStation, a new Xbox needs to come out early 2020 or mid 2020. And if they don't release it then, I feel like it's not gonna work out great, because obviously even in 2020 or late 2020 we're gonna have another Call of Duty game, so this needs to happen before. And previously with PS3 and PS4, they made sure and they gave us an option where we can upgrade our current gen copy to next gen. For example, I will put this up on the screen. Call of Duty Ghost was a current gen game. It was on PS3, and if you give them a small loan of $10, well, you can actually get a next gen copy. And I feel like that's exactly what's gonna go down. Now take a look at this. Bethesda confirms Starfield is made for next-gen gaming hardware, and next-gen game consoles, here we come, is basically like the tagline and the subtitle of that one. But check this out. Starfield is a single-player sci-fi epic and the first new game series from Bethesda, maker of the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, and Wolfenstein, in 25 years. And it sure sounds like it's the first game to be announced for a next-generation gaming console, not the PlayStation 4 Pro or Xbox One X, but a brand new generation of hardware that hasn't been announced yet. But then they say that's the word from Bethesda executive producer and director Todd, who told Eurogamer that when he said next generation, he specifically meant the combination of next-gen hardware, next-gen software, and next-gen gameplay, not just one of the three. And I quote, "What systems we put it out on, what's the hardware requirements, is still to be determined," Howard told the publication. "We're pushing it, we're thinking very far in the future, so we're building something that will handle next generation hardware. That's what we're building on right now, that's where our mind is, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't exist on the current gen systems as well. So it's possible you'll see a version of PS4, Xbox, or Switch 2. There's typically a traditional period when new consoles arrive anyhow, but Howard told our sister site GameSpot that it's not out of the question for the game to skip current gen consoles entirely. Mind you, Howard didn't say the word console, and we're not clear what next gen consoles might look like or if there'll be consoles at all. At E3, Microsoft said it was building the next Xbox consoles, with a rumor pegging them for the year 2020. Meanwhile, Sony has cryptically hinted its next PlayStation might arrive in 2021, but both Sony and Microsoft are also working on game streaming, as are EA and reportedly Google, so don't be surprised if your next console lives in the cloud. And I'm like, damn son. And that's exactly what they said. Now, obviously, the rumors that are coming from Call of Duty, I mean, they actually made an official statement, and even Bethesda now just did as well. I really feel like Xbox may have its console, and that will come out way earlier than PS5. And I also believe that if they deploy their console, Sony will push it too, because obviously, if they don't, they're gonna lose some console sales. But let me know what you guys think. If you did enjoy this video and want a tip that's completely optional, check out the first link in the description below. Even $1 helps for me to go full-time on YouTube. But hey, subscribe if you're new, check out some other videos on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.